streaming to 1 million different websites right now. So we'll see if my computer can handle this. This could be awful right now. Streaming to 1 million. Okay, that looks fine. Doing a mega stream. No, this actually isn't a mega stream. It's not going to be super long, I don't think. But I've got some new sample packs that I want to play around with, and I'm going to stream it everywhere because why not? May as well try. Oh, I've done these wrong. Let's see. Yeah, that looks right. All right. Bang. I think we're live everywhere. The entire planet. Everyone ever can see this. 8 billion people are watching this stream right now. Yeah, fuck. All right. Let's huge W stream. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm going to test out some new sample packs. I got some kit from Armaku. I get their ads all the time, and they're always absolute gas. Some of their beats have been produced by like Robu and other really cracked producers. So I'm always pretty hype on their shit, and they sent me an insane amount of samples. Each of these sample packs is like, the smallest one was 500 meg. A lot of them were around 2 to 4 gig. It was crazy. So a lot of sounds in here. I think they're all like insanely high quality, but I'm going to crack a beer, and I've only got this one beer. So I'm going to crack and cherish this beer and check out these samples and maybe cook something up. We live, son. Come on, son. All right. There's a bunch of like electro stuff in here, which I'm kind of hype on. I don't need size information. That's embarrassing. I love that. All right. I'm going to throw some stuff off to the side, and then I'll try and make something in a bit. I just want to... That's so sick. I don't even know if I'm going to get through all of these. I think I'm just going to derail at some point. It's like one of my favorite types of snare. Top loops. Yo! I need to do like a digital Secret Santa in my Discord, I feel like. I love, like, this is such a treat just getting like a bunch of samples. That's sick. Oh my god, okay. I think I will sit at like 140 here. Get this a wee crank. I'm just going through some samples right now. I got some stuff. Whoa, let's not go there. Hang on. My big screen? Yeah. I've got all these crazy hotkeys. I'm very advanced now. Yeah, cool. 1 million windows. Let's put you like here. Yeah, I'm just going through some sample packs. I got some stuff from Armaku that I'm kind of hype on, but I'm just gonna go through it. There's literally like 10 to 20 gig worth of samples in these packs. Crank it. What's up, blanket pile? That's with a Y to make it tough. That's... Maybe I should just do like the basic bitch thing and just slap these down and see what they sound like. Like, I'm playing with loops. I'm having like a garage band day. I always want to like overcook everything. like just because I can. Drop the file in chat. I cannot. These are supposed to be paid. Armaku was kind enough to give these to me for me to play with, but these are not free packs. I get exclusive privileges because I'm really famous. Make a Mickman type beat. I would like to see what Mickman. This doesn't give me Mickman vibes, but I would like to see what Mickman would do with this. Dude, that low note. Oh, look at these little notches right here. That's pretty. I'm going to get derailed into just like micro sampling. I don't want to do that. I want to actually make a beat. Okay, let's self-control here. Modded breaks. Okay. Ugh. That's so sick. Oh, fuck. That's the groove right there. It's like 110-ish, I think. Noises. Wow. That was sick. Big Twitch noises. What does that noise mean? Who made this? All right, I'm actually gonna find the BPM of this. This is so gas. Yep, 110. Damn. This guy must be a musician. That's so good. Pocket. Yeah. Oh my god, yeah. All right, am I yes. Trying to work out if this is busted or not. It's really hard to tell. Yeah. Do you save these streams as VOD? Yeah, I'm starting to. They go to YouTube. Twitch holds on to them for a couple of weeks, but YouTube, a few of them are saved. So I'm going back at the moment and like kind of saving them. I'm putting them up on my Patreon for free. So I'm just going to download all the VODs and then store them there. So you can watch them if you want to rewatch these streams. Turn the bass out and make the bass knock. Dude, I always find rap acapellas from sample packs are always so hit and miss for me. But I had a couple in here. I was listening to this earlier. There's actually some good ones. Say 10 toes down and I ain't never slept. Yeah. Yeah, the processing on these is good. Yo, DJ, get it live, turn the speakers up, let it bump. Hey, yo, let's go get a season, ain't no mess. Dude, I'm not savoring this beer. I'm like half done already. It's like that little bit of swing is really nice. Okay, let's see if they gave me some 808s. Bass one shot. They absolutely did. Oh. Yay! That's so gas. Dude, I never just like have sounds, ready to go. I'm always like making them or, digging through my shit, digging in my hard drive. What do I want to do here? I want to pitch this down 5. Okay. I think this is going to need swing. Dude, this is actually kind of embarrassing. I had no idea what this was. This is global swing. I learned this like a week ago. I've been using this software for like 10 years and I only just realized that this fucking... Yeah. Is my I'm just gonna quickly check here. It looks like my stream is frozen on Instagram. I don't know if it's just my browser. It might be fine. Yeah. I think it's fine. Hard to say. Yeah, I think we're good. Someone yell at me if something breaks. This is how I just conduct myself in general. I just let other people complain when something goes wrong. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, I'm producing now. Let's transfer you to the. Actually, no, that's fine. I like that workflow. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. All right. Let's do a little short one. Actually, yeah, we need gaps. Boom, boom. Let's do like kind of swung there. Boom, boom. You gotta respect the swing. Yeah. Instagram stream is fine. Sick. I'm glad there's diligent folks here that are on both platforms. I appreciate it. I want a little bit of swing. It's probably easier to do this with warp markers, right? Okay, sweet. I think I might just use let's just see if the warp markers do what they're supposed to do. Can I wait, no, let's does the global swing apply to this quantize? I don't do that. That's not my style. I like to touch the controls. Yeah, that's the type of swing we want. What the fucking kind of grid is this? Okay, that's the type of grid it is. This is a mildly swung grid. Very groovy. What the fucking kind of grid is this? Push it. Sorry, Armaku, I'm just correcting your samples. Yeah, I just want a little bit more swank in my dank. That one also needs to be moved, this guy. Oops. That one's a little fucky, I think. This guy. Alright, I'm gonna let you move over with me. You can look. So I'm doing kind of a fucked thing here, which is putting my camera literally in the middle of my screen. This is you. You're in the way. But it's because I love you. I'm allowing you to be in the way. I think it's... Nah, I can't do that. I think it's complex. It's not complex, that's awful. Why are you are early as well. Oh yeah, it's celiac. I'm talking to the vertical people. you're on Twitch, you get actually no. What am I talking about? The camera is the same. Yeah, the camera is in a different space and physical space depending on what platform you're watching on. No. Yeah. Okay. If you're watching on a phone, you probably can't hear the bass, but that's your fault. I can't do anything for you. What if I just drum bus all of this bullshit? That's wrong. Move that. So the bass is evil. Wait, do I have sausage fattener? Slap a sausage fattener on that joint. I don't think I don't have it, bro. That's so embarrassing for me. This guy doesn't have sausage fattener. What have I got? I got like decapitator. I've got actually, you know what I really like? It's not super like mind-blowing. It's just a little bit of little sauce. I don't even think I have Camel Crusher either. I don't know where the fuck to get that. These days, like the last time I downloaded it, it like didn't work. Okay. I think what I want to do here, let's put this in my little template here and go browsing for some more samples in a sec. This bit here. Filter off. Oh. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. All right, let's put some real drums. Let's put some actual I'm gonna use the Armaku packs because I feel like that's what ooh. Okay. Don't clicking for me. Can somebody mail me one more beer? I'm about to finish this and it's going to be a sad day. I'm really enjoying this beer right now. It's Friday. I've been waiting for this beer. There's only one beer left. Rappers screaming all in our ears like we're deaf. That's MF Doom. This guy knows ball. Wait. Wait, what? Okay. This is obnoxious because I'm not going to do anything to this sample, but just to like give the beat some context in my head. Wait, let's just warp 122 and just repitch because I don't want to violate. Okay. A little bit of. Okay, now let's do Vengeance Samples Good Never. I should do. Wait, actually, that would be a real fun stream to just like have you guys send me the shittiest samples possible. Just give me like ancient Vengeance samples, awful vocal samples, and I'll have to make a beat out of it. I would totally do that. I love a challenge when it comes to making music. What's up, Skotska? Yeah. Appreciate you bulling. I don't know if the delay on Instagram is like a million years behind, so if I'm taking half an hour to reply to you guys, I apologize.
Everybody move, everybody grow too.
Okay. Let's just do one really big fucked kick. I think I'm going to use one of my own, I'm feeling. Who would win? One big fucked kick versus 1,000 tiny terrible kicks? Actually, no, 10. 1,000 tiny terrible kicks is probably a bit generous. Where is what the fucking kind of okay. Roll out the dual kick technology. Hybrid kick technology. Oh, actually that would be sick. I'm gonna roll this off a little bit. Saw more Kismet bullying in the chat for a sec. What's up, Omar? I feel like I talked to you super briefly at your show in LA, but it was good to meet you in person. That was such an insane set. Oh, you're on Twitch now. What's up? Yeah, I think I like yelled some shit at you and then walked away. But it was it was really cool to meet you. I'm a huge fan. What have I got snare? Oh, actually no. I want to use this guy. Wait, that's not the guy. What the fucking kind of guy is this? Hell yeah. That's awesome. I feel like you were around in the like same era that I was in this. I'm not like ancient, but you know, like that was a while ago now, like the 2015 like SoundCloud era. I remember seeing your name around then and just dude, we're like OGs, man. Where are these breaks? I want to break. Oh, because that 2016. Wow. Yeah, I started Copycat in 2015. I want the electro-punk stuff. Full drum loop. That's the one I want. Ow. Let's see if I can make this cool. Yeah. Electrify. Yeah, have you got the Armaku stuff? I just got these today. Maybe that's the swingo. I'm curious, when you do your swing or like delay, do you have a fixed, you know how like sometimes when I do swing like this, it used to be really like kind of just by feel, but I found I really like just this specific delay amount. It's like an eighth note or whatever. Sorry, not an eighth note. It'd be no, it is. Well, an eighth. Yeah, an eighth note. So, well, whatever this division of grid is. But yeah, I'm curious if your grids are, I don't know, fixed like that. You know, if you kind of use the same amount of swing each time. Okay, that's too much swing. I lied. I hate it. I need some gating. Maybe it's triplet grid. some gating. Yeah, they have the. Are you talking about the slider? Because I used to use FL. I started in FL. I was in that for 5 years. I remember the little slider on the pattern editor. Is that what you're talking about for the module in the channel rack? Yeah, that's tough. Okay, this needs to be way less brighter. Okay, let's do some. Okay, no, let's see what else is in this pack. See what other fun there is to be had. Melodic loops. Became a Launchpad cover kid. Yeah, dude, it's like the Madion influence. Is it Madion that kind of popularized the Novation Launchpad? I don't know if anyone else saw that edit. It was Madion pop culture. And he was just like ripping a bunch of with just like famous songs of like Daft Punk and Madonna, MGMT, all that shit. I don't know. It feels really weird to use loops. I don't normally do this. I normally manually do everything from scratch. I build my own speakers from ore that I have mined from my own iron mine, and I build the cable with copper from my own. Is your BBL leaking? My BBL. What's up, Isaac? Is this bass? This is bass. I think what I should do actually is just add overtones to this. And wave folder. I think what I'm going to try and do is just chorus the shit out of this. Actually, I think I got an idea. Actually, I kind of like that. Maybe I don't got an idea. Having time for some fart sounds. I don't know if I like this. Erosion. I suck at producing, Mr. Belly. Oh, I suck at producing. That's how I'm imagining him referring to his own project as like, I suck at producing. You should check out I Suck at Producing, but it's called You Suck at Producing. That's funny to like probably like one person in the chat right now. That's funny to like 0.2 people in this chat statistically. Okay, let's get if I take drum bus off of this, does that fix it? No, it makes it worse actually. Maybe I want it on the... I think I need some effects and thoughts. What effects will you give me? Drone. Sucker producer. Good bit, thanks, Jake. Misk, yeah, what? That might be something. Turret grid. That's a non-region specific impression. I just want to clarify. I'll take this out of the... I will do soccer producer. My snare has no sidechain right now, and that just won't do. I'm not as excited about this snare as I was 20 minutes ago. I love the electro snare, but it is that one. Is it that one? No. It is that one, yeah. I think that processing on it just kind of sucks, because that just feels... Snare is so sad. Okay. I'm gonna give this way more ass. All right, I think I'm gonna put some more tops on this. We need sauce on top. Armaku. Give me top loops. Actually, as snares and claps goes, you know what I'm saying? Wait, they give me one shots of this shit. Why am I? But I just have to find it. Nah. Let's just... Chat, I'm $7,000 in debt. Just looking at your bank account being like, chat, is this real? Okay, I definitely need tops. This is what's lacking here. It's very embarrassing for me. Loops, top loops. That's so tough. Gamble. Oh, wait, just for a sec, I thought that command would actually work in my chat. Which pack? I have all of them except the Electropunk. Yeah, it is the Electropunk one. I'm sorry. Also, what's up? Good to see you, John. Well, see you. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. It's good that you exist. Glad to see you're existing. Ow. Oh, what's up? Armaku's in the chat. I'm butchering your samples right now. Making the worst beat ever with the nicest ever samples. I think I kind of need sustain on these. Like I need a loop. I just want it to be swung. Let's try machine. Full drum loops. John exists. Okay, wait, what happens if I... Okay, let's go normal mode with the hi-hats and just see if that feels nice. I need a little more transient on that kick. Actually, what if... how am I going to do that? I'll just try manual. So what I want to do is isolate this section. Is that 24 decibel? And don't stream in the Discord right now. Wait, are you telling other people that I'm not streaming in the Discord, or are you telling me not to stream in the Discord right now? Also, I got for anyone watching who is in the Discord and does the feedback streams, I got a big treat for you next week. Well, actually, it's probably more a treat for me, but it's you know. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. Okay, so I still need like a tops group so I can sidechain a little bit. How about, dude, I'm so, yeah, I don't know if Armaku is still in the chat, but I'm so hype on the like 110 BPM breaks. They're so tough. And I feel like I don't hear enough like really fat sounding like 110 BPM grooves. I feel like there's a market there. It's me, I'm the market. English is the first language. Oh no, you're good. Your English is pretty good, honestly. Are there any, have we got any drum fills in the Armaku pack? Oh, wait, what? What tempo is that? That's like 160? What? No, that's like basically drum and bass tempo. It's like a little slower. It's like 170 or something. I gotta know. Put your guesses in the chat. What tempo is this? And don't pull out your apps, your fucking BPM tap app. I want raw guesses. $40 BPM if you count slowly. That's good. About 150. Nah, it's faster than that. Sorry, actually, no, that's your guess. That's your guess. That's you. That's your opinion. That's you. You're there. All right, so we got guesses for 150. I said 160. So you're saying 180? 148 from Jake. All right. I'll announce who picked the closest BPM. We're about to find out. But my money is on 170. Oh no, it's slower. Okay, no, I'm gonna say 165. 165 ish, which would be 82.5, depending on what your favorite math is. All right, let's find out. You're saying 168. All right, let's do it. 164. 164? Well, that's rude, but is 164. So the winner is me. I won. The people saying 162. Yeah. All right. Well, sorry guys. I'm just the best. Unfortunately for you. Fortunately for me. I reckon this, I can make this break more evil. Also, I think I should render this down because I don't think these, like, what the fuck is that? That's not what I... Okay, look at where this is. And look at where... Oh, actually, I didn't specify. No, okay, that's fair. I'm in the wrong. Nope. The reverb swell is on the sub, yeah. Yeah, it's like right on the end, actually. Okay, I need some lead stuff, I think. These are so good. Price is Right rules. What are the Price is Right rules? I actually don't. We don't have prices in my country. Old school rap vocals. What is new? Have we found? Does new school exist yet? I know we got new school with a U. What was I looking for? I was looking for melodic stuff. This is like kind of old house type vibe. Wait, they did the stutter in the original. That's really funny. Whoever made that had the same idea as me. Okay, maybe it's maybe like a percussive element. What is sound system? It's very broad. Processed. Oh, no double clicking. Picks track corpus on a break as a lead. That's an interesting idea, actually. I don't know why I'm skipping some of them, as though like clicking further down here is going to give me more progress in looking through these samples than just listening to each of them. It's funny. I guess they are like kind of groupings. But it's just funny how my brain works like that. That's like obviously too quick, but maybe we can just force it to be. That's not how that is not good. If this is, let's just try. Thank you to whoever did that the thing that just happened. I laugh at my own jokes like way too much. It's not good. I think I just want like kind of straight. Eesh. Making this sound very bad very quickly. Oops, where is that? It was hiding behind camera. Okay, I'm gonna just fucking what? Watching from the bathtub, let's go. So when I do the Discord feedback streams, everyone's like watching from work. It's really funny. Like it'll be a full stream and like we won't even get through all the samples, but like a majority of people are like, oh yeah, I'm like at work right now. And it's funny now that I'm like streaming on a Friday night that there's like people in the bathtub. I like to imagine it's like the same people. It's like this dude was like streaming on Wednesday during the work week. Like he's laboring away and now it's Friday. He's watching, but he's in the tub relaxing. He's earned his Friday. I don't know if this is a good idea. Would be cool to kind of like I don't know if I want that echo. I do want it to be wide though. Wait, that's the wrong guy. Bleep, bleep, bloop, bloop, bleep. Yes, exactly, Tia. Okay. Tom Scott introducing ridiculously. Oh yeah, I forget. Dude, there's multiple Tom Scott. Tom Scott's. One of my favorite rappers is Tom Scott, but I believe he spells it with a K. He's a New Zealander guy. Well, favorite musician, actually. Like, I mean, he's a great rapper, but I like his music. Let's actually just shift this. I make this yuckier. It's not yucky enough. Have you ever done production before? No, this is my first time. I'm literally I've actually never heard music before. I mean, that is yucky, I guess. That's kind of sick, actually. Maybe I'm going to this breaks groove later. Maybe I'm not doing it now. Some like fill sound there, I reckon. What if we created a genre called dubstep and then we ruined it? Oops. I'm saying, I know this isn't a pad for those producers in the chat, but I feel like I want to have control over. I'm trying to get more like grip on all of my like reverb and pad elements so I can do these hard cuts. I'm going to try and put this in a group. I think I'm going to do a bit more noise. Actually, what if it's actually just, is your new dubstep genre like house? It is like house, but it's not in the house. Imagine it's outside. It's like house, but outside. Let's do this. Ecological dubstep, environmentally friendly dubstep. We're doing this bullshit again. Wait, I actually, because I've been yapping about the wavefolder thing for so long. Like I did the bass thing of like dry wetting, and I do it all the time now. Liam Mud Gumbo was actually the person that showed me that, like, well, at least showed me like making white noise out of a wavefolder. I was like, oh, that's sick. And then like it was like either the same day or a day later, I invented the white noise bass. Tube. I think I'm going to do this manually here. I'm going to do noise, and then I'm just going to isolate the sub for the crud. Is that how sound works? Maybe I'll just turn all this bullshit off. Oh, okay. Oh, that's fun. I do like that. I just need to equalize it. What's up, Insomnia? That beat you posted is fucking gas. What do you use for verb swells? I use Valhalla Supermassive. Just makes really dense reverb. Oh, yo, what's up, Jeff? All right, let's... Okay, I need to... I guess I'm doing the same thing with the noise anyway, right? Wait, yeah. Yeah, the whole pocket trend has really taken off. I've had some mixed conversations about that whole thing. It's pretty funny. But I think the yield has been sick. Like what it's done, because the like pocket trend is like, you know, make a video and put the word pocket on it and it's like should be swung or whatever. But it's brought out all of the people who actually make really sick, like loose swing music to be like, hey, what the fuck? I've been doing this for ages. And then they like post a beat and everyone's like, yo. Like Robu, I mean, I feel like, I don't want to be presumptuous, but I feel like Robu has kind of spearheaded that whole thing. I don't know if there were other producers that were posting videos with the word pocket on them, but he did it a bunch. And I was getting my feed and I was like, damn, Robu's back. But it's cool to see like a lot of producers in that sphere are also posting those videos, regardless of how like, you know, definition accurate it is. Cause I feel like, and I've had some conversations about that, but net positive, like it's fucking, yeah, it's fucking sick. I think I'm going to just knock this down. I don't want to sound like I'm negative on the pocket trend. I've seen a couple of videos where somebody's been like posting my nasty pockets and it's like a normal grid beat. Like it's just a beat that's cool. I'm like, yeah. But I posted a pocket video, so what am I yapping about? It's just that mine was like really good. I'm just being a twat. Maybe I want this to be a different pitch. And also, maybe I want to remodulate. That was like halfway between South African and French. Geographically, there is some truth to that, actually. There's some validity to that mixture of accent. Pockets have lost its meaning. Yeah. I mean, that's like the nature of every trend. This is what I was thinking about when I decided to post a video and write the word pocket on it, which I was like, I know that this is kind of being butchered right now, but I would rather participate in this than like stand back and just allow it to, you know, and complain about it. I don't know. Not to like shame anyone who's like seeing this and being like, oh, this is fucking not correct. But I've seen a few trends pop up of different things. I mean, like electronic in general. Like when I got into it, not to be that guy, but like when I got into it, a lot of the sounds that I was into, no one gave a shit about. And so it was just this nerd thing. And so I was just really deep in it and I got used to no one caring and like just, you know, doing my own thing with it. And then seeing little bits of it sort of pop up over time. But like, you know, like somebody makes like a bass with like a bit crusher on it or some simple processing and everyone's like, whoa, this guy's amazing. And I sort of sat there like, well, actually I was doing that like 10 years ago. And I just kind of, I don't know, I've started to feel like this stuff, like the ideal is that the masses happen upon this stuff and get excited about it. So, and people don't have the time of day to just like dig into every niche and learn the correct term for everything. So I'm just like, I saw the pocket thing happen. And I'm like, okay, I realize that this term is kind of being butchered a little bit, but I'm glad that people are excited about like off-grid music and looseness, and the producers who are really good at it are coming out of the woodwork to kind of like show off their shit. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to embrace this because I actually want people to be into this. And I also don't want to be too cool to actually get some hype off of this. Like, I want to benefit off of this. Absolutely. I want people to hear my music and be like, yo, that's off-grid shit. That's really cool. And the alternative is I don't do that, and I kind of just see the videos pop up and feel a bit weird about it and be a bit cagey. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna, I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to make this sound really noble. I just wanted views. I just wanted clicks. I think I want more buzz here. Have you seen the synth slop trend? No, I have not. I'm trying to decide what to do with this noise. I don't know if I want loads of it on here. Pockets, but make it weird. Yeah. Rans, you should you should post some pockets, dude. Have you heard of pocket music? That's what I'm calling it now to piss off my friends. Really into grit, like off-grid music. Calling it pocket music. Is that guitar? Have you heard of McGee? Dude, I finished my beer. It's going to be all over very soon. I wonder if I could just leave this stream running for like 20 minutes while I go and grab more beer. I guess there's no consequence except like people get bored and leave, but like I could actually do that. I could just fucking walk away and go and get beer and come back. I could do that actually. McGee invented guitar. That's actually the truth. Guitar was just a concept. I think I want like a minimal version. So like maybe I can do something a little bit. The consequence is no consequence. The reward is the consequence is I get beer. Oh, wow. I love that this is coming up in my search now. Well, actually, that's really tough. Maybe that comes in later. That's way too swung. Sounds like shit. Excuse my French. No offense to French people. What headphones are you currently using? These are Oppo PM3s. They don't exist anymore. Well, they exist. Obviously, I'm wearing them, but they don't sell them anymore. Well, someone might sell them. I might sell these at some point. But they being Oppo I don't need to clarify any of that. All right, I'm gonna piss. I'll be right back. Dude, I'm looking at the stream right now. It's just as like the positioning of my toilet. I'm glad it's like on the same wall as the mirror, because like if that was that could have been bad. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't do anything. Toilet cam live. Me peeing. POV. You watch me pee. This is just feeling a little complicated. Live shitting cam. I feel like this needs to be like more sustained. It's got to be like big hit and then bass groove for like the remainder of the 2 bars rather than like a bunch of start stop, rather than a bunch of shit like what I'm making right now. This needs to be really cool for Instagram, because I'm on Instagram. The tops need an upgrade. Little box cam. Yeah, I guess that's funny. That's funny. Little box cam. Skrillex.
Navicular bone.
Shout out my friend who busted his navicular bone. You can Google that one if you don't know what that is. That's so sick. Dude, I was joking about it before, but I'm dead. I'm getting close to being serious about going and just getting another beer. It's Friday. I've had this one beer sitting in my fridge for so long, and I've treated myself to it, and I want more. Wait, what? Okay, hang on. What if I... That's not how that should sound. Okay, if I make this... Wait, what does it sound like if I just... Yeah, what if I did like a more minimal kind of version? So like no bright tops. I don't know why I'm telling you this. You can't help me. So I'm going to have to fix this grid as well. But the idea is titillating. Titillating ideas. Will this work? I like the range that break is sitting in is right for me. Like I want like a boxy kind of lo-fi sounding break, but that's so cool. I love that. My favorite break of the pack. Oh, wait, I know that break. That's really funny. I mean, I know most of these. Yeah, okay, I know most of these breaks. Wait, this is like an Ableton default break. Exposed. Break selection? Is it this one? No, it's not this. Core library. Samples, loops, drums. Cool. I'm getting so distracted. There it is. I have found it. Breakbeat trivia. Oh wait, there it is. That's what I wanted. That works. Is this too fast? Something about this is just like, it's too cluttered. Maybe I'll try knocking the mid-range out of it. Oh. Whatever I did there. All right, I'm just gonna try a hard mute here. So. Have I got some like tension effects? I'm like, is this a drone? What door do you use? Something equals sound. This is like an equation of emojis, Josh. What am I reading? Also, how you doing? It's been 1 million years. Oh, that was a really bad idea. Dude, why would I hate on FL Studio? FL Studio is the GOAT. I switched to Ableton because I wanted to do macro stuff and like racks, and it is good, but I mean, Ableton's great. I'm not like, oh, Ableton sucks, but like FL Studio just was sick. I miss the workflow of FL Studio. Everything's just like one big canvas. You design your sounds outside of your songwriting, and then you write the song. And that's like, I think that's actually like kind of intuitive for making good music. Okay, we're doing, that's not, what is this? You miss FL Chan? FL Chan? Wait, as in are you talking about the fucking, the character? No, it's Fruity Dance, right? There's like the FL plugin that's like an anime girl. It's just like a little cartoon anime girl. You just put it off to the side. Yeah, FL has a very, I was going to say fruity history. Very interesting. You can look up what they did before they made FL Studio. Man, that actually does a lot for the groove, I feel like. That's not how that works. Could order food directly with Ableton. Yeah, it's a Max for Live plugin. It's just like DoorDash.amxd. Why are you doing this? Why would you do this? What's up, Sadler? Nice to meet you. That should be before. Actually, this should go in the pads group with all the things that are muting. This feels like later in the groove. I'm not adding the like first drop elements. I'm adding like percussion layers. This doesn't feel right. Yeah, this is all just like later stuff. It's good, but it's just not scratching the correct itch. It's scratching the incorrect itch. Who up scratching the incorrect itch? How much time do you spend for finishing a track on average? That's a really hard question to answer. Like my fast in terms of like full tracks that I've released is probably like 4 or 5 days. And then some of them sit on my hard drive for years. Like it's really like, in terms of, I wish I could tell you like the hour amount. It's really tricky. What if I do cabinet, make this more boxy? Why have I cloned this in like these weird intervals? Verizon Extron. What is that? Okay, I think I want to swap these around. That wants to be like that. But yeah, the thing is, like, I feel like if I was just like speed running to try and make a track, I could make it in a day, I think. Get most of it done, like get good arrangement down. But in terms of like having fun, making an idea that I'm really satisfied by, sometimes I'll fuck around with an idea for a really long time. Like I'll get all the sounds in and then just change it a million times until I find something that's like fun. What am I going to do with this? I don't know. Maybe it is just straight into percussion. I don't know. Also, I want less of the mid-range from you. I really am tempted to go and get more beer. What if I just tips on making interesting intros for bass music? Honestly, I think nowadays I like tracks that just have less intro. Like if you're gonna do something, make it intentional, and if not, like just kind of get to the point. I think don't try and make a 2-minute intro if you haven't got an idea for an intro. Let's put it that way. I feel like a lot of the time bass musicians, that sounds really funny. Bass music producers will like just give like, you know, a minute and a half to an intro that it doesn't need. I really like that Skrillex kind of fucked that up. Like he as in like he ruined that he violated that stereotype with the Fuck You Skrillex, You Think You're Andy Warhol album. He just did it like a DJ set. Tracks sometimes started right on the drop. Turnian Sound did it first, but well, for me, they were the first I heard do it, where like the album is just structured like a DJ set and you just go straight into it. Yeah, I just think sometimes it's just, I don't know. Don't do anything that doesn't need to be done. Like, see how it sounds, just like starting out straight on the beat and then work backwards maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Don't take my advice. I'm wrong. I don't know anything. I've literally never made music, dude. Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this. I just got to like turn this into a song. Okay, it does need some synth layers. I tend to micromanage like the first bit of the beat. I like the mix down to sound really good and shit, and then I'll arrange the shit out of it once all that's done. Intro is live, okay, but on a song, so no need. Yeah, I think long intros, like when you're opening a live set, can be really sick, or like... Yeah, the context does really dictate the arrangement as well. I think if you're writing for an album, it'll be completely different to how you might write for a DJ set. But it's good to try and figure out what you're writing for. I feel like sometimes if I've been stuck on arrangement and then I've thought, I want to just play this at a show, I've very quickly figured out like, okay, I just want like this much intro, this much outro, breaks need to be here, intro, or like, you know, like this section needs to be shorter. Like you just know exactly what you want to feel once you picture the context. And yeah, I guess it's the same for albums. If you've got it in like the smack bang middle of an album after some really ambient track, and then the track you're working on is some like big epic thing, you might want a really long intro, but context really is key for arrangement, I think. Can we like make this yucky? I think I've said that before. Actually, yeah, I think I'll need a little more sustain on this bass. Why are you still being mean to me? I thought we talked about this sidechain thing. That's fucked. And also this note, I don't like it anymore. What I'm doing? Whoa, that hurt my ears. Doesn't recognize any of those samples. Currently copying. Let's go. bonuses, analog sessions, melodic. One shots. Actually, you know what would be really sick? Just like a big detuned plug. Can't spell analog without anal. Love that. Every time I type in analog. Because there's not many other words that share that spelling, so often I'll stop at the L. So, we don't have to talk about that. That's fine. What have you got for me, analog? Yeah, maybe it is that. It's just a dumb... My anal samples folder. Live from my anus. It might just be that. We'll start there and see. Killer Hearts Ensemble is pretty nice. Let's hurt him. Sample hurting. This is battered. Maybe I'll do the delay with an audio effect instead. Like that. I'm like looking directly at you to position this. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the manual. Wait. It's kind of yucky, actually. I do like what Driver is doing to that. That's really nice. I got simpler with this drum groove. You guys can't, I guess if you're watching on some sort of vertical platform, you won't be able to see this shifter, unless I put it here. Yeah, we'll try that weird melody. That's funny. Save that and just... You fucking... Maybe. So submersion. Stop play that fidget toy. That was 2023. I remember that. Yeah. That was a whole season of doing that. We okay, we definitely need more brightness on that. What is this? Oh, that's that. Sub. What version of FL Studio is this? Give me a sec. That's 8:30. So this is too loud. This, I like. Super ideas now. I don't know what I want. Wait. What if I did a version of this with just the sub? And then I'm always really curious to know which producer is behind a particular sample pack. Like, I wonder who did these. How do I adjust this grid? You know what this reminds me of? Does anyone in the chat know Message North? He's kind of I feel like he was kind of smaller relative to like the neuro scene, but he's got this track. It's like 110 BPM. Oh, maybe it was actually no. I think it was 100. Yeah, it was fucking sick. I cannot think of the name of it. Now I'm thinking about changing the groove for this because I kind of like this. Okay, I have a variation of this. Completely removed all groove from that. Yeah. Abort. I will not be doing that. We will not do that anymore. Love to know how to do these respaces. Sorry, I looked at your comment like 10 minutes ago and it just sort of was echoing around my brain. This is most, I mean, there's Wave Shaper on it and Noise. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about. But yeah, there's one instance of like M Wave Folder and a tube, and then I'm just like low passing the bass in parallel. So both the noise and the low passed bass go into this tube. But yeah, the original patch is just at 808 basically. I've also got Shaperbox doing a lot of work like rhythmically. So I low pass everything below 150 hertz ish. And then I'm doing a lot of like automation in the mid range to do all the like movement. And then also I'm just chopping off the top on everything after the first beat. Mr. There is a guy flying around my head. Inshallah, he will be killed. So this is a straight grid. Yeah, M Wave Shaper is free. You should definitely get it. Yeah, this is not working for me, but I like the tone. It's just a different rhythm, so I'm kind of fighting with every sample I use to force it to be swung. We need a little something called Sound Goodizer. Dude, I miss Sound Goodizer. Maybe it's just a reverb sweep. That fixes all of my problems. That's kind of sick. Yeah, that's kind of groovy. What's up, Gilliam? You're a good lad. No, that's not the correct. Yeah, that's kind of something, maybe. Okay. Yeah, this is really fuck, I gotta remember this Message North song. This is really kind of giving me that vibe. What is that? What is this? What? Where's that guy? Same thing here, I think. Music. Music, brother. Absolute music. Mate, this is absolute music. Oh, that's kind of nasty. Okay. Holy shit, bro, this has to be the most music of all time. Are we going? This needs noise. Noise. White noise. I do like that snare. Who made that? That's nice. Who made that? Brown noise. Whoa. Whoa, easy now. All right, we're gonna ring mod this. Noise of color is what you meant. I'm Indy, I'm allowed to say the noise of your people. Yeah, everyone post their native noise in the chat. Does yellow noise exist? So I don't think I feel like this is what I don't know. I think I just violated Instagram terms of service. My favorite is calling something a wank stain. I feel like that comment was made like a really long time ago, and I don't know what that's in reference to anymore. Top 10 comments to take out of context. Dude, what was this? Okay. That's what I'm talking about, mate. Give me... Is Haas legal here? Is Haas legal in this state? It's too much rhythm far too early. Also, maybe this bass has to like move with that pattern. White noise gets copied. Alright, I think I'm gonna just keep it simple. Sounds literally extra large. Yeah, Haas is Haas still legal? Are we allowed to So you see, this is my workflow. It's just duplicating something a million times, so I don't lose any progress if I make a bad decision, but I just change it a million times. Haas makes me feel older. Yeah, Haas was really topical like 10 years ago. And now it's like all these kids with their fancy wideners and their mono compatibility. Back in my day, we used to just fuck our phase up. feel about this lead is real stream. This is pre-recorded. Maybe I want this first groove to be kind of simple, like just looped, because it's just a big like, but it needs just needs like one big like sub constant thing for the first like 8 bars or whatever. Yeah, so we can what the fuck is that? That's funny. No, that was funny. Don't apologize. Bro, it was funny, dude. Real funny. No, you're fine. Something like that. What if, okay, can we do this? Are we allowed to do this? What? Do the what? It's like that, yo. No, that's not it. Okay, this is going to get challenging because Shaperbox is like got its own internal automation. It's kind of making this more complicated. Yeah. Okay. Well, unless I'm allowed to do this. All right, let's see what kind of sound this really is. Got some decay on it. That's interesting. Oh, that's just all the top layers. Yeah, that's how that works. Cryogenics. Ableton Cryogenics technology for freezing your audio. Let's try that. I know that this is like the pattern length I want, but moving this kick is always just like an annoying decision. I know I'm looping this weirdly as well. Did we? This guy? What happened? I really do faff around a lot, I feel like. I don't think it's that I write ideas slowly in the sense. I feel like I can write ideas quickly, but I get perfectionist about some things. I'm like, I don't want to commit to this groove until it like feels really good. Whoa, why is that? Oh, it's the ring mod. Oh, it's the fucking... That's kind of good, actually. Yeah, I'm fussing over this groove a lot. Yeah. Wait, the crossfade between the reverb and the sub there is sick. Okay, and I reckon some more like... whatever that means. Yeah, I mean like some like effects and like mid-high stuff. I tend to focus on like the bottom end and the fucking the white noise and not add anything in the middle. There is music in the middle sometimes. There is allowed to be. Okay, maybe that's something. Oh my god. Whoever just did something to my Twitch, thank you. Whatever you just did. Yeah, easy. How do you make such... Oh yeah, so you just jumped over 50 OTTs on a truss. This guy sounds like he has made music before. I'm just getting there. Hey, thank you. Yeah, thank you for following. Thank you for following me. I don't know where I'm going, but we will get there. That needs to be constant, not start, stop here. Where was that fill here? Whoa, someone is clicking the button again. Which Armaku sample pack are you trying? I think all of them. I'm actually not sure if they left any out. I've got 7. 7? That's 7, right? Any math experts here? Yeah, I got electropunk, hype elements. I think I'm mainly using the electropunk stuff. I just took like a couple of breaks in the 808 sample and just fucked it up. I like. We're gonna hoss this guy. And then a fill at the end here. Oops. You fucking... What are you doing, mate? No, not all of it. Just that. Fuck. Does anyone know how to use this program? What did we end up doing to this? Does this one have time shaper? Neither of these have time shaper. Okay. Good to know. DJ, turn it up. Let's Skrillex use Armaku in his collab with Nice Punk. That kind of checks out. I mean, I feel like Armaku's sound palette, I mean, they post, I feel like some of the beats that I've heard made, like the Robu ones and stuff, are like really swung and like kind of 140. But I feel like a lot of it is really like electro punk kind of coded. So it feels like stuff that Night Punk would use. So I would not be surprised at all. This sounds really silly. Nope. I was like, why is this so quiet? It's because it's turned down. What do we got here? Oh, I really want to know what that sounds like through this same processing. All right, what we do is we just group this. Maybe I want a dry version of it. What? Wait, this is fun. What are the... What do you have? Ow. Ooh. These are nice 808s. Okay. That's fun. Maybe I should just like resample a bunch of these hits. I don't know how long I'm going to commit to this beat for. I might finish up soonish. I really just wanted to try these samples out and have a bit of a fuck around. I've made 8 bars, but that's always, the 8 bars that I make is always the most important 8 bars. And then it'll turn into 1 million bars eventually, when the time is right. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Bestes. 1 million bars is nuts. These are the kind of numbers you get to when you're as experienced as I am. 1 million bars. When you do your 10,000 hours, that's the type of music you'll be producing. Song is 3 days and 45 minutes. Did you crunch the numbers on that? Wait, this one was like this, right? Yeah, okay, so we go like the lice. And then this one will be a different bass, some kind of other fill. Maybe, okay, we need to actually turn this into a song. Let's get some sauce on here. I feel like I'm starting to like get a circumspect idea of how I make music. When I stream, I'm like, I've got that extra part of my brain that's like, what are you guys watching right now? But yeah, I realized I faff around with the mix down and the groove for like ages. And then once I've got it, I just start slapping ideas on top of it. But it takes me a while to really get a groove that I'm like happy with. Whoa, wait. What? He was just straight fucking around with this one, but this is sick.
Make some no. Let's rock. Yo, hey, no. Yo.
What was this? Oh, yeah. Get you out of there. What were you? There was nothing in here ever. Right.
I'm so. Yo. Whoa, let's light it up. Feel the bass. Clap your hands. Clap.
Clap. That's fun.
Clap.
Big fan of what's going on with this bass, honestly. I feel like these 808s are really nice. This sounds funny now. Okay.
Clap. Clap. Clap.
Maybe I
Who
gotta.
came out here to have a good time tonight? If you are not
I
there,
did.
Who came out here to have a good time tonight?
I did.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Come on. Who came?
Get on the dance floor right. Yo, I need everybody on. You not rocking with the world's hardest DJ.
Okay. Yeah. Rocking with the.
Rocking with the world. Rocking with the world.
Classic.
Rocking with the Rocky 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 with 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 the Rocky with the Rocky with the
This timing just feels wet.
Rocky with the 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 world's hardest world's hardest
wait, I know this says DJ.
DJ
Wait, that's actually kind of sick though.
DJ
The flow is whack, but that sounds kind of tough.
DJ DJ
I hate that I like that, but I do.
DJ
That is, that's me. That's me.
DJ DJ DJ
Okay, so this just needs to be brighter. DJ! Didn't I put noise on this somewhere? What happened to all the noise? Where did I put it? Oh, I forgot. So turn you back to where you...
DJ
DJ! I like it.
DJ 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 Clap. DJ Clap.
That's a nice little loop.
DJ
What's the deal with Vegemite? What's the deal with it? I couldn't tell if you were referencing a podcast or not, but what's the deal with Vegemite? It's just a very salty spread. Closest thing I could describe it or compare it to would be it's like soy sauce, but it's not. Like, it's made from the like yeast extract from I think it's actually from the bottom of it's like the leftover byproduct of making beer. So it has like a really umami, like bready kind of heavy flavor. But I don't know. I've tried to get my American friends onto it, but not much luck. It's kind of, maybe you just have to grow up with it to enjoy it. DJ. Yeah, this is kind of fun. DJ. Am I obsessed with it? I'm not. I like it a lot. I have it whenever I'm like hungry for a snack and I'm not trying to have a big meal. I do end up making Vegemite toast. So relative to everyone else I know in this country, yeah, I'm obsessed with it, I guess. Yeah. Wokodar. I'm just dopamine chasing now. I feel like I should do not based stuff. Okay, that's fun. This song doesn't need any more basses, I don't think, but is there just reverb chilling on this? Maybe let's just make a little intro, get some vibe off of this. DJ. How much Vegemites do I have to consume to reach flume? Vegemites as like a plural number. It's pretty funny. You pull these bases in or design them in the project? Most of it happened in the project. So this is I built this off of an Armaku sample. This is just me fucking around with this Armaku sample pack. But I built the base off of this 808. I wouldn't mind just fucking around with this bass by itself and doing other things. I've been kind of committed to this groove for a little bit, but yeah, basically what's going on here, let me highlight all of this. This is the 808 sample by itself. It's pretty tough, honestly. It's a good 808. I've got a few different options here. But yeah, I did all this post-processing on it to kind of turn it into a bass. So there's a noise layer. I don't need any of this shit anymore, actually. So there's the dry layer going through, and then this mid-rangey layer, which is a wave folder and an overdrive, and also a wave shaper. So this guy. So this is just like giving a bunch of overtones and not touching the bass at all. You can see I'm just like band passing it here. And then the top end, which is just noise. So I'm using a wave folder to turn it into noise. And then I'm running a like channel with just the sub going through like parallel to this noise. So I can distort them both together with a tube. And then I'm high passing that signal basically just to get all this like fuzzy shit out of it. And then stacking these three layers together. So I've got the noise layer, the mid-range layer, and the sub layer. And then this other layer, I've also got erosion, which is adding a bit extra noise, but Shaper Box is doing all the rhythmic work here. So I've got these band split things here. I've got the low going through this band, and then the mid-range has got all this LFO work on it, and then the high has also got its own LFO work. And splitting these bands, I'm actually a big fan of this. If you have a bass that's just like full range, like just, like full bass, full mid-range, full noise and everything, and then automate literally just the volume of the individual bands, you get so much tone out of it. Like it sounds like filtering or something like that. It's got all that like vowel-y kind of movement, but you're just picking the ranges and going like volume automation. So if I turn this off, it's just, it's like kind of messy and yeah, volume automation on the bands is the meta. That's what all the cool kids are doing. Cool kids being me.
DJ.
Okay, so yeah, like probably a few repetitions of that. And I need some like tension sound effects. If I literally just type in tension. Actually, kind of, yeah. That's from another beat I made. I remember this. Beat repeat for sound designing. Not a whole lot, honestly. What do you like to do with it? Let me do this. I want this to be like that. High frequencies on that are brutal. I want to like crisp up the top end on this somehow. I'm gonna try like this. If you turn the rate really fast, you get these tonal glitchy sounds. Yeah, okay. I'll give it a crack. Let me probably needs a little bit of reverb on it. Is this fucking anyone's ears up right now? This is kind of hurting my ears a little bit, but that is okay. Delay warp is usually what I want, right? And then like between. Copycat insinuates the existence of original dog. I like to think of the inverse of copycat to be paste dog. And you'll find there's a lot of discussion around this already online. Okay, let's get some fills in there. I'm just going to use some basses I've made already. I kind of want to... Actually, no. Let's try this beat repeat thing. Let's see what you're talking about. All right. Yeah, repeating the beat. Yeah. So, chance has got to be like 100, right? And then I want to turn the grid off, right? And I don't want... there's an option to like... What is it? Insert gate? It's in... Yeah. Can I do, is there a beat repeat? Like, can I turn the sync off and just do interval? Hang on. Oh, interval is like when it happens. Wait, that's kind of sick, actually. I'll tell you what, let's put this back here before the OTT and saturation. See if that sounds a little... That's fun. All right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this and put it in a spot where there aren't any drums. See what we can do here. Yeah, that's cool. That's really fun. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Tell you what we should do, which would also be fun. Let's slap this into a serum grain sampler and make it awful. Let's turn it into crud. Granula. Oh, wait, we got to do this bullshit again. I probably should save this. Most music shit ever, bruv. What song are you currently listening to on repeat at the moment? There's not many tracks that I'm like really addicted to right now. I definitely have those phases. Like I'm very like ADHD in the sense that like when I find a track that really like does it for me, I end up listening to it a lot. Closest thing to that for me lately, Trophy Wife has a track called So Hard. I've been listening to that a little bit, just like the last week or two. I just keep finding myself putting it on. But yeah, I mean, a lot of the stuff I listen to is not electronic. Also, there's this weird track, Bug Bus Piano. I've been into Bug Bus Piano for a little while, and he's got a few tracks that just really kind of hit different for me, but it's all kind of obscure. You've got me on a tangent now. All right, let's do Bug Bus Piano. Let's have a little look here. Yes, this is Spotify. Sorry, guys. This track, I don't know why I like this. It's weird, but it just tickles for me. I really rate it.
Test it.
Oh, it turns into music eventually. I don't know, it just bangs in this weird way. This one as well. This one is stupid. I don't know. It sounds dumb to me, but it just hits. I don't know. It's just the piano is so like... it's so heavy. Yeah, I don't know why I'm into this stuff. This guy, that guy group, I don't know. They're really sick. They do some really good ambient stuff. One of my most listened to tracks, I've had a couple that I like really addicted to, but this album is how I discovered them. Late Aimless, and the track Late Aimless, very like kind of melancholy vaporwave, I guess. It's just this. But it just feels a certain way, and I was listening to this a shit ton. Like sometimes I just get in a really particular headspace and certain music just like matches it perfectly, and this was just, I had a phase where I'm like, damn, this feels exactly how I want to feel right now. It was really doing it for me. But then yeah, they do some really good ambient stuff as well. There's a track, Judge's Realm. This one is really good. I'm not going to sit here and listen to it for ages, but yeah, I have a bit of, I have a playlist of like kind of really almost like ominous, moody ambient shit, not like upbeat, happy ambient. It's like not dark, but just, yeah, well, it's kind of dark ambient, I guess. Ominous. If you listen to this a lot, there's a bunch of Portal soundtrack in there, some Mr. Robot soundtrack. Had a big phase of this kind of stuff. This was my most listened track, I think, of that year. Self-Esteem Fund. Who said Som Rut Glomd by Limbau? Okay. I'll have a look. Glommed. These are okay. As an album. Oh, I see. Instrumental. If you like depressing ambient, I do like depressing ambient. Picture goes hard. Yeah, this is like burial kind of shit. Nice. I like this.
På ett ställe så såg jag en kille.
Yeah, I'll get into that later. That's really dope.
Stod ensam.
Oh, Spotify is shitting itself.
Jag gick fram till honom och sa,
Stop. In other news, Soul coughing. I feel like it's really funny, like getting on stream and talking about my music taste, because I mean, I really would love for the music I make to reflect my taste way more. It's just been this bizarre learning curve of like, how the fuck do I need to just try making weird shit, because a lot of the stuff I listen to is not electronic and it's kind of obscure. But this band, this particular album really does it for me. But True Dreams of Wichita, this is a good tune. Completely different vibe again.
You don't know who the fuck I am. Tell you the truth.
This is like 90s, right? And 94.
Signal got lost through the satellite, got lost in the ride up to the plunge down. Man sends the
Oh, it's Jesse Hamill. What's up?
light, sends the impulse through the air down to home.
I'll have a look at what do you got? Morph?
And you can stand on the arms of the Williamsburg Bridge crying, hey man, well this is Babylon.
Evan Caminiti. Okay.
And you can fire it on a bus to the
Alright, I'll
outside
cue that up.
world down to Louisiana. You can take her with you.
Yeah, but this track has a very like specific feeling. Wait, they're playing a show in Buffalo? I think that's the only.
Of the real world come
For it on a plane. This whole album is really interesting though. It's like kind of chaotic. I like. Actually, the first track is pretty good.
Into it's Chicago.
It's not Chicago.
It's not Chicago. It's Chicago. It's not Chicago.
I like this track as well.
Schoolsy bombsy bomb.
Hey Arnold type beat. Yo, that is exactly what it sounds like. I've been trying to find words for it. I'm like, it's kind of like chaotic, urban, like 90s kind of vibe. Hey Arnold is exactly what this feels like.
Schoolsy bombsy
Yeah, a lot of this album is like, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold, the album.
snaps a pencil. Republic of Lemony Fresh.
Oh my god, this is exactly Hey Arnold.
People's Republic of Lost in my
Yeah. Good album though. I got really into it. At first I only liked True Dreams of Wichita, and the other ones I was like, I can recognize the style, but it just didn't do it for me. And then the more I listened to it, the more I was like, I think I needed a bit of this. You know how like I feel like music listening is a lot like eating food for me, where like I need variety. Like a healthy music diet has a good variety of different things to kind of like meet every need. And sometimes in life, or sometimes you need, like, I don't know, you might be deficient in something. So you need a really strong dose of a particular type of music to kind of like give you that therapy or like put you in that headspace. But I feel like I need variety. Like I need stuff from each little bit of the soul, I guess, to feel satiated. I don't know. Like I definitely have phases where I'm like a specific thing for a specific time really hits me, but I do find like I'm listening to a lot of different shit because it's just you need nutrients from different vibes to kind of describe the variety, the spice of life. What's up? People up and awake. It's like fucking 1 a.m. on the East Coast, right? Who are your fave artists? Okay, my favorite artist of all time is King Cruel. I probably yapped about this more than once. But yeah, King Cruel for me is just like I think more for me as a musician, as an artist, as a person, King Cruel just had like a massive influence on me. I always say that like music kind of it gives you language to what you're feeling. It's like words, and that's why like a new type of music can be like a revelation for you emotionally, because it's like I now have like an outlet for something I didn't know how to feel, and it sometimes can be like educational where it teaches you to feel a certain way. And I think King Cruel was that for me. Like he has this like real vulnerability and rawness to his music. He's very melancholy, and there was a real language for shit that I hadn't sort of found before. So yeah, King Cruel has had like a massive influence on me, and every album in its own way really is like significant for me. I think The Ooze was the biggest for me. There's a couple of tracks on that actually felt like stuff that I'd felt before but had never put words to, or like heard articulated in music, and I was like, holy shit, that feels like that. And then a lot of his other stuff was just more like, I know I could yap about this, but yeah, Space Heavy actually makes me depressed. Yeah, I mean, Space Heavy, a lot of his music is pretty depressing. I think, I don't know, depressing doesn't feel like the right word. It's just melancholy. It's very like introspective, spacey, but I needed that. Like I'm already like that, and I felt like his music was just really like, gave me so much railing for some of that. I don't know, like it's hard to explain, but Space Heavy was the like most like fancy, I guess, most elaborate production. I really like When Vanishing. Seaforth is great. From the Swamp is really, the whole album's sick. But yeah, they're all good. So King Cruel, top of the list for me. Coan Sound was that for me for a long time. Like I really was massively influenced by them. And then when I started listening to like non-electronic stuff, King Cruel was like a big shift for me. And then same around that time, I started listening to like Puma Blue. He's pretty sick. More recently, vibes that kind of fill that space for me, Jeff Buckley. My dad's like, that's his favorite musician is Jeff Buckley. But yeah, I've been kind of listening to a bit more Jeff Buckley lately. Sketches has some really cool stuff on it. I really like, actually, Witch's Rave is really sick. This is really good. I mainly just like this groove, but I mean his melodies and guitar are so sick, but
you sound just like a scream. I don't know what you mean. Your witchcraft's all around me.
I also, when it comes to, I play guitar, and these types of chords are like, I love these chords where it's like kind of yucky, like diminished chords and stuff, and like dominant seventh chords and stuff. I just really like that kind of tension. Yeah, I feel like if you're listening to blues and stuff, you're probably into that look.
I float just like a bubble heading for the spike. All is well between the breasts.
In other news, Duster has maintained a constant rotation for me since like 2021, I reckon. I started listening to Duster, and they just, I don't know, Contemporary Movement really did some stuff for me as well. Operations is my favorite track from that album. It's super like, it's very melancholy, but in like a more like apathetic, not apathetic, but just like subdued melancholy. It's not so like deeply sad. It's more like you're like worn out. That's what it feels like. You're kind of numb and worn out. That's what I like about the Duster kind of vibe. Unrecovery was my favorite track for a little while, but do you like Radiohead? Funny enough, I feel like so many of the artists I like are adjacent to Radiohead, but I've just never really listened to that much Radiohead. I probably would get into them if I gave them the time of day. There's a lot of artists like that where I'm like, I know I'd probably like them, but I just never really tried to. And it's one of those ones where like, if I get into it, there's no one I can talk to about that in terms of like, if I were like, yo, have you heard of Radiohead? Like, who's going to be like, no, whoa, this is crazy. Like, it sucks to be like late to that. But yeah, it's, I feel like it's good. I don't know. There's a couple of tracks of this. I think I was listening to Weird Fishes for a little bit. It's a good tune. But yeah, I haven't given a Radiohead enough time. Jeez, what else do I listen to? Oh yeah, Red House Painters. This is really cool. Sun Kill Moon. I got really into Sun Kill Moon. I like him for his personality. I heard he's a piece of shit in real, not a piece of shit. I've heard he's like kind of an asshole in real life, but you kind of hear it in his music that he's very self-aware. Yeah, I really like Sun Kill Moon. I think his like way of writing is like very candid. He just kind of talks over stuff. This is like his biggest track for a while.
I needed one more track to finish up the record. I was feeling out of fuel and uninspired. Laid in my bed too long, a little down, a little tired. Met my girl.
But he just kind of waffles, and it's really like stream of consciousness, but it's so like, I don't know, you're listening to a person talk about their life in a way that's like quite circumspect and honest. I really like it, but it also is like his tone is very like soothing. In terms of like his music, the tone of his music is really nice. Do you like metal? In doses. I like it's really specific for me in terms of like, there's a lot of metal that just doesn't quite do it for me. I like the energy. Obviously it's very like adjacent to bass music, but metal, yeah, there's some stuff like certain types of metal I had real phase with. I like, apparently the type of stuff I like is emo violence. So there were a couple of bands I liked. Crowning was one. I was listening to them quite a lot. There's kind of this, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's about the energy for me with metal. I don't like it when it feels like intimidating and big and scary. I kind of like when it sounds like exasperated and stressed. That's kind of like, I like La Dispute for that same. I know they're not like metal, but they're like hardcore. I guess I like more hardcore than metal. I'm not really good with the definitions, but in terms of that area of music, I like the energy, but I like when it's like kind of stressed sounding rather than like tough and scary sounding. It's like this band kind of did it for me. I really liked actually Relic. I don't know the hell. Yeah, these guys have some bangers. Yeah, they've just got this very thick kind of like wall of noise. I like the way he screams. And then same ballpark, I liked Nuva Laskara. They're a bit more chaotic, but Chick Singer, very like aggressive. Essentially Vivisection. I think Victory Physician was my favorite for a little while. Check out post. Yeah, I've from what I've been told, like post-hardcore is very much in the vein of what I like, but it's just so specific. Like sometimes I hear a band and I'm just like, nah. And then the next most related band to them that they would share a bunch of lineups with, I'll be like, yeah, that's for me. And it's just like really to do with the personality, I think. Not so much like, I don't know about these bands or anything, but like something about like the tone and the energy, and the singer makes a huge difference as well. The way that they sing or scream, just like for me, I find it like really hit or miss. But you ever listen to Fall of Troy? You might like Kodan Omada. I saw you mention Fall of Troy earlier. Let's have a little look. Give me one song rec. And then I think I'll wrap it up. I'm just yapping now. I'm not even making music anymore. We're just talking about it. I mean, look, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for liking music. So, and all kinds of shit in here. You can tell I'm like good at making shitty playlists. Mouths like Sidewinder Missiles. Okay. Check out post. Yeah, I've from what I've been told, like post-hardcore is very much in the vein of what I like, but it's just so specific. Like sometimes I hear a band and I'm just like, nah. And then the next most related band to them that they would share a bunch of lineups with, I'll be like, yeah, that's for me. And it's just like really to do with the personality, I think. Not so much like, I don't know about these bands or anything, but like something about like the tone and the energy, and the singer makes a huge difference as well. The way that they sing or scream, just like for me, I find it like really hit or miss. But you ever listen to Fall of Troy? You might like Kodan Omada. And then I'll I think I'll wrap it up. I'm just yapping now. I'm not even making music anymore. We're just talking about it. I mean, look, we'll be here if it weren't for liking music. So, This is pretty sick. Yeah, I think vibe wise, it's I like it. It's a little upbeat for me. It's pretty sick though. I like the grooves and stuff. But yeah, it's a little too funky for what I like out of metal. I guess I don't know why I'm so fussy about metal. This is good. Like I feel like I like this, but at the same time, yeah, it doesn't scratch the itch for me in that way. I feel like it's not sad enough, but it's pretty sick. I like that. I'm trying to think. Actually, I saw this band in Seattle here recently. These guys were fucking sick. They played a track right at the end and they don't have it released, and I was like blown away by it. It was like, actually, okay, it was like Horse Jumper of Love if it was like more hardcore. Yeah, these guys are sick. It's kind of wholesome that you guys agreed on the like best track to listen to. That's really wholesome. You guys should be friends. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to think. I think I'm Pine Grove is another one I had a huge phase with. Another completely different vibe. I don't really like country. I know that this isn't country, but it's like punk and country kind of meet. I don't know. I don't know if there's any Pine Grove listeners, but let me know if this feels accurate.
Cracks along under the trees. I know this town grounded in a compass.
This is like a classic Pine Grove track.
Landing in the dogwood. I keep going over it over and over. My steps iterate my shame.
Oh shit. Okay, I just realized. Sorry, yeah, I'm talking about two different people. Real Redhead is in Twitch and Ashen One is in YouTube. You guys are both talking about, so I'm looking at the merged chat. You guys both said mouths like Sidewinder missiles when we were talking about Fall of Troy. You're in separate chats. That's really funny. Yeah. Country has its moments. Some of it I'm like, this just sounds like every other country song. That's probably what people feel when they listen to metal or electronic. But yeah, this is
every outcome such come down. Lately afternoon with the shades drawn down. Kept saying I just wanted to see it. Saying coming back, we're going over.
Oh yeah, this is my most listened to track in I think 2019. Rings. So therapeutic. I don't know. Also, what's up everyone on Instagram? I just realized I had the window just outside of where I could see where people were chatting, so I couldn't see your chats, but what is up? Yeah, Pine Grove have a special place in my heart because I think their music is very like medicinal. It's very like, it's therapeutic. I feel like I got really into this song when I was like off the back of a really stressful phase in my life, and there's just something so like cathartic about their music where it was really just like letting a bunch of stuff out and like feeling in a really like self-forgiving kind of way. That's how I feel about Pine Grove. This album, Skylight in particular, most medicinal, most therapeutic album of all their stuff, but it's all really sick, all really great music. I like all their albums. Yeah, gosh, I could yap about music for ages. I feel so funny like that I make like bass music, but the stuff that I listen to is so broad, and I really would love to be able to somehow make music that encapsulates all of this, but it's just lots of experimenting and trying shit. I play guitar a fair bit. Somebody asked what kind of guitar I play or like what do I play? It's like, I mean, like King Cruel is like kind of a lot of that, like those types of chords and that sort of thing. And maybe a little bit more like mellow. Like there's this track, Lover's Carvings. And I feel like if I listen to some of my iPhone recordings, it sounds kind of like this sometimes. Lots of chords and kind of just like rocking around. I don't know what I'm saying, but like, I mean, I put guitar in my music as well, but I tend to just like finger pick, play big chords. I'm not like, I don't know. I don't want to oversell it, but you know, I do stuff. Anyway, I'm going to listen to this a couple more times and then I think I'm going to call it a day. Thank you everyone for hanging out. This has been really fun. It's been really nice to just yap at you guys and yeah. Digital. Oh, hang on. Oh my god. That was crazy. I forgot I had the beat repeat on that. That's actually nuts. Does that, will that just, I gotta record that. That's actually nuts. Quick resample on that. Let's do, I gotta turn the sidechain off here. That was so unexpected. Okay, let's do, I'm just gonna leave a space for that. Yeah, that was a keeper. That is one really nice thing among a lot of other nice things about making electronic music is that when you get a really particular sequence of things that just happen to align for a particular moment and make something cool, you can just record it. When you're like playing in a band and stuff, sometimes you do something really cool once and then you have to like sit down and figure out how it happened. There's other way sick things about being in a band, but I don't know. It's just funny to, anyway. It probably helps to have sidechain.
DJ. DJ.
I feel like the groove is there. This just needs like some sort of melodic thing. And I do have this. That's something. It's not really that exciting right now, but it's got potential. What happened to that other vocal one shot I had that was like clap? Also, I forgot I did a bunch of that weird beat repeat sound design that I was going to use. Oh, I forgot. Okay, hang on. I need to do this differently. Let's do basses. We have to resample like that and then turn this back on. Is that what that looks like? That's crazy. Okay, let's see if that works. Cool. Where does most of your groove come from? I mean, in this case, in terms of like mechanically, why this groove feels the way it does, it's got swing on it. So these like, they would be quarter notes, I guess. So not the offbeat or not the upbeat or the downbeat, but like in between these guys are pushed forward. So kind of close to a triplet grid here, or like, so sixths notes or whatever. These divisions basically. A normal grid, a straight grid would be like this, you know, it would be like just divided up into quarter notes like that. But yeah, if you take all those notes and push them forward a little bit like that, you get that like tick, tick, tick. Instead of tick, 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 it's like tick, 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 tick. It's kind of got this like bounce to it. So that's what's happening in this groove, if that's what you're asking, in terms of like where I get my influences from. Lots of things, maybe Jay Dilla for a lot of the like weird loose stuff, but all kinds of shit.
DJ.
What was that hotkey? Oh, yeah. That is Control Alt Shift. So if you go here. I think it's Alt Shift is the one. Oh no, wait, Control Shift. Yes, okay. So Control Shift is to move stuff inside the clip, and then Alt just changes it to be fine tuning. So you can do that. Super convenient. I love that. I was so stoked when I learned that was a hotkey, because I used to go in here and like, you know, move this shit or whatever, and yeah, super tedious. So being able to do that. W for Ableton. Can I make this wider? I just realized I think I got groceries delivered like a really long time ago, and they're just sitting in the lobby.
DJ. DJ.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that melody. It's kind of sick though. There's definitely something there. There's a cool groove and there's a bit of melody. I just need like a theme or something to really grab me there. But yeah, I think I'm going to bail. I think I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks everyone for hanging out. It's been really fun. This was nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, for people who are asking about the VOD, I'll put this up on Patreon, not for the paid tier, just like I'll just upload it to Patreon for like free, and you can watch that here. I'll probably in the next day or two, because I'm uploading the previous ones as well. But yeah, thanks to everyone who was hanging out, and sorry to the people who just joined. Yeah,